What's up, fellas? Urban RedPill, the channel where we promote men first. Men will remain first at all time on this channel. Nobody else matters. Everybody else is secondary, third, fourth, fifth, but men first. All these issues discussed here would be for the benefit of men only. No one else can benefit from this information. A matter of fact, if you try, I wish you the best of luck. Today, um, I want to speak about workplace harassment. And the reason why I'm going to bring this up is, as of real recent, I had a associate that just had an issue with this, and this has been going on around the country for a while. I'm quite sure you guys know. Now, the point I want to make here is, guys, listen, welfare is not for us. Entitlements are not for us. No one gives a fuck if you're homeless. It's not for us. A matter of fact, if you are homeless, they have a place for you. It's called under a bridge. That homeless shelter stuff is BS. The few that they do have, at the end of the day, if there is a overflow of homeless women, they have no problem with telling you to get the fuck out, and they will put those women and children in those places. These are facts. There is nothing there. No one, the government does not have any hands to give you to help you out. Why am I saying this? The point is this. Your way of living, your work, the things that you do to make a living, to earn income, what you have to understand is those things cannot be compromised for anybody, for nobody, especially women. The reason why that is because the point that I just made earlier. There's nothing for you. If you lose a business, if you lose a good job, if you lose a good career over anything, once you lose that spot, you're pretty much on your own. There is no social service office that you can go to, tell them, hey, I lost my, even unemployment, that is just bullshit. You do not get the help that women do. Hell, even veterans that had to risk their lives fighting in wars could hardly get any government help. Trump changed that a little recently at the beginning of his presidency. Why am I saying this? The thing is, you still have male heads rolling in workplaces. Not only are the heads rolling, you still are having these allegations. I did a video on this earlier telling you that Me Too is coming to a 9 to 5 near you. But I'm noticing something that I'm going to break this down to you guys and see if this makes sense to you. The dime women, let's say the women on a scale of 8 to 10, those dime women, right? You got to remember, a lot of those women have won the genetic lottery. A lot of those women have been beautiful most of their lives, and it carries on to their adult life. Of course, the inevitable wall has no sympathy for them either, but in the time being, they're still, considered 8s and 10s. The thing with those women, you would think that these are the women that are pushing these bogus, fake, bullshit allegations in workplaces, even in Hollywood. But as you can look, that is not the case. 8 to 10 women are used to male attention, whether negative or good, and they're fine with it. It's just water off of their back. The problem is, it's these goddamn water whales. These female water moccasins. These are the ones that you have to worry about, and I'm going to explain to you why. Narcissism, there is no look for narcissism. Narcissism is a condition. There's no hot body scale for that. Entitlement, there's really no hot body scale for entitlement. Entitlement is not only limited to females that are, at a level of 8 to 10 on the attractive scale. So if you think about it, you have narcissists and you also have entitled buffaloes that have been brainwashed by society to believe that they have value. Also, you have a fat shaming, a fat acceptance epidemic that goes on into this whole tornado that creates a real brutal storm. Now, here's the point that I'm going at. What happens is this. These hungry hippos, they go out into the dating market. And if you think capitalism is very brutal, the sexual marketplace is very brutal also. You can think whatever you want about yourself, women included. But once you go out into that marketplace, what happened, it will correct itself. It will tell you and let you know exactly where you stand in this market. And women are not immune from this. A matter of fact, a lot of them get it the hardest also. Because these women have been brainwashed, because these fat polar bears have been brainwashed into thinking that they have value, what happens is the sexual marketplace has been spitting these heifers out. So they know they have a certain amount of power, they still have the entitlement, and they still have the narcissism as a walkway model. A walkway model and a chick that's at a level a 3, the only difference between those two is their mindset. The 3s actually do think that they are entitled to have the same mindset as a dime. The problem is when society does not show them these delusions that they have, they take their grievances to the streets. And what I mean the streets, they take this stuff into the workplace. Now, you have guys thinking that just because they socialize with these lower tier co-workers, because they do little jokes, because they have to have interactions with the other gender at work, they think that they're safe. What you're not understanding is you do not know how these water moccasins feel about you. A lot of times, women are not very straight up and honest about the way they may feel about a guy. So what they do is they play these little childish games and hoping that you get the fucking clue. These guys that are sitting there lollygagging, kikiing around with these subpar females, they're not understanding is these bitches are setting you up. What happens is at a moment, when they realize that there's nothing romantic that's going to happen between the two of you, they take it as an insult. And next thing you know, they want a piece of the flesh too. They want to be a victim too. And if you notice, even at the top tier in Hollywood of the Me Too movement, look at those bitches. They all look like old crows. And when you look on the working class level, if you look, you'll be hard pressed to find a female doing sexual harassment allegations at a workplace that's over a 6. Hardly. I'm not saying it does not happen, but what I'm saying is it's hardly. And this associate of mine that is suspended as of right now, I believe for 10 days with pay, but the point is, we know how it is. Your reputation is really what takes the hit, whether they work this thing out or not. But this female looks like Frankenstein had a daughter. Literally. No man, a crackhead, would not even look at her if she offered him $5. That's how busted she is. And the point is, these women still have the same entitlement complex as a walkway model. They still think that they deserve entitlement again to be desired by men of their liking. And these guys that are sitting here keying around with these chicks, these women are setting you up to go to HR and do some bogus ass sexual harassment claim. And what happened is while they work this out, they put you on the bench. Guys, the days of, thinking that you're going to meet the one, which that doesn't exist. At work, the days of you thinking you can have happy days at work with the opposite sex. Guys, you have to just accept that those days are over. To be honest, I think it's so over to never to return because women's nature is not going to change. This is the first time men had to actually deal with women bullshit in the workplace because prior generations, women were not in these places. Now, everywhere you go, you have to see these harpies. They're everywhere. Everywhere you go. I'm starting to see them in construction sites, but of course they're not doing any real work. They're just waving a fucking directional flag to stop traffic. That's as far as they go. And even those are cow ring diesel dikes. But the point is, the days of it is over. Don't think that you're safe because you're sitting there, having conversation and lollygagging with a bottom tier coworker on an attractive level. The thing is, you do not know these women. You do not know how they think. You don't know or understand how twisted they are. And another thing that you don't understand is a lot of them have been socialized through feminism to look at men as their enemy. No matter who the guy is, they look at him as their enemy. Hell, my gosh, they throw their own male relatives under the bus. So what does that tell you as far as just being a coworker? Guys, don't let these women come between your paper. Don't let them come between your cake. Don't let them come between your cheddar, whatever you want to call it. Do not let a female come between those things, because at the end of the day, if your resource line or your resource spigot is shut off, there's no government aid. There's no help for you. There's no bailout for you, no bailout package for you. There's nothing there for you. The only thing they can offer you is a good luck thumbs up and I wish you well. And they show you the door. That's as far as it goes. And if you're homeless, like I said, they have a bridge for you. So, I believe this person I speak of will be okay once all the facts come out, but reputation will probably take a hit. But the point is, this is happening way too often. It should not be happening in 2019. I mean, we have, just on the upper scale, like guys are seeing athletes, rappers, actors. Remember Johnny Depp, all these people going through this stuff. And at some point, I mean, you have to adjust to your behavior in the way that you conduct yourself around these women. Do not trust none of them. They're all the same. They're not different. Only thing different about them is the way that they approach with their manipulation. But at the end of the day, it all ends at the same place. Some use the nice face, some use the funny face. Some are just pretty much straight up bitches where they will actually give you a bitch face. It's all different tactics, but the road ends in the same place. And that's you being cannon fodder. I just wanted to go ahead and speak to you guys about this and let you know that it is not top tier attractive women that are the ones that you have to watch out for. As logic would tell you that. You would think the most attractive women are the ones that are always getting hit on and always getting harassed by men, whether true or fake. But what I'm seeing that's not really the case. You don't hardly see like swimsuit models and dime pieces coming out with a lot of bullshit, allegations. These women that you're seeing, if they're not over the hill, they did not hit the genetic lottery. They're like, sixes below. And watch these exorcist looking bitches, man. Watch them. They're evil and they will throw you under the bus. So please, guys, guard your resources. Don't trust them. Understand that the times are changing. And this is my passion for doing this channel is I don't want to, I'm going to try my best to do my part in trying to save men from going over this fucking cliff. Because this is not getting better. It's only going to get worse. You guys are watching the media and watching news, reading articles, and you're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. So, hopefully this, puts some of you guys on that are going to work tomorrow that joke around and kiki with these sub-tier women thinking that you're clear. That's not the case. They can throw you under the bus too. Don't trust none of these bitches. You guys take care, like the video, subscribe, and I will get you guys later. More videos to come.